Hello, what's up everybody? Today we're going to do water change on this tank. I'm contemplating about sticking my hands in that tank. I'll show you in a minute. All these plants have came up. They have moved to the, some of the roots, even the rocks about, plus there's too much of surface, plants on the surface. I gotta remove some of that, and the general water, exchange or water change. And I gotta tell you, last night I did a water change in the Caribe. I fixed up the decor a little bit and whatever needed to, and be basically kept up in there. And I didn't turn the freaking camera on. I don't know, for whatever reason I set the tripod, but then I didn't turn it on. Then I just forgot about it and got right into it. Because as you know, it takes quite a bit of focus and whatever to get things done, especially when you're dealing with TD or very TD, like dangerous predatory occupants. Anyway, don't want to make it a long story short, but I'll show you the clip of what happened, or what I thought was going to happen. Anyway, I got a pretty good scare. Anywho, on that note, putting my hand in a tank that's now, in my opinion, slightly overstocked by at least 3 to 4 individuals. I would prefer to be in like 13 or 14, not 17, but it's 17 juveniles for now, and we need to get a bigger tank, so we'll get right on it. As far as maintenance on this tank, like I said, it's they're skittish, they're whatever, at least I think they are. That's what I thought of these guys. Anyway, yeah, check out the clip. I'm gonna go in there, dive in, and get the tank organized, change some water, and then later on we're gonna feed them. So stay tuned, my friends. All right, per usual, commotion, which will start with me replacing everything or putting everything back in place. So I'm gonna borrow the I don't think that. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely not used to me going in there. I haven't done it enough, I guess. But gotta say, that's as skittish as it gets right there. You probably saw it from the angle. I purposely placed you there so you see something different each time. We've done this many times before. Never with this amount of fish in the tank, I gotta say. But it doesn't seem to be much of a problem. At least not for me. They seem to stay away. And keep to themselves for the most part, except for the initial frantic display of whatever of them, running amok from one corner to another. All right, most of these are back in place. Like I said, there's too much of plants at the surface, which I'm not very fond of. So I have to remove now and then a whole bunch, place them in a different tank, like this one. The Oscars appreciate plants just as much as the Ranas. Alright, we're going right over them, so there should be some more excitement or whatever created panic mode, as I call it. And this is all now been separated. Like I said, there's too much going on here. Okay, so, well, no worries so far as anyone attacking anyone. Or at least the piranhas. to already uproot some stuff that I just planted. Wow. Nothing lasts in these tanks. Anyway, my friends, today, obviously, it isn't a point of you watching me do the same thing over and over, but it was definitely the first time I've put my hand in a tank since introducing all these juveniles here, which is 17 now. And yeah, it's always something new around, you know, these guys, because they got along just fine with all their barbs and rasboras for nearly 2 months, and then they disappeared overnight. So I don't know. They're very moody fish, that's for sure, my friends. So you kind of have to pick up on it and try not to make too many mistakes. Simply by reading their body, you know, language and their behavior and everything else. They are quite transparent, actually, in their, like I said, mood swings. Whether they're anxious or scared or even disappointed. Anyway, I think this thing is all discombobulated, that's why I couldn't grab it. Anything. There you go. That's it for this part. Let's get the water in, water out. All right, so, okay, let this drain a little bit, and then I'm gonna attach the other hose with a clamp, just like that. For the pressure. So no incidents, everything went well. I'm not gonna keep you watching here. Water in, water out, blah, blah, blah. Hey, what's up, my friends? I forgot to turn the camera on. I set the tripod and all, and I began the water change on this. I'll show you in a minute. I'm changing the water on the Kariba and doing some modifications and stuff. So let me show you real quick what I'm up to. There you go. I just wanted to show you real quick. And here it is. Basically, a very turbulent water change and a little bit of substrate and whatnot. You know, just a quick change up of the Kariba habitat. And as you can see, that stressing them out enough to hide. That doesn't fine. So that's what's up, my friends. I was in there all the way into my armpits, and one of those guys whiskered against me. I was like, whoa. I don't know if it was accidental or not, but I wish the freaking camera was rolling, because my heart is still pounding. I'm not gonna joke. I'm not gonna kid you with you. It really got my heart racing. Sorry, but yeah, that was something else. Freaking Kariba. I'm not sure what you're gonna see, but notice a little bit of a filtration issue on that. I think it may be clogged in the inline heating element. There may be some kind of restriction, but here's a quick remedy you can try, which is plugging and unplugging the unit several times, like so. Alright, I tried about 6 times to basically turn it on and turn it off, just individual unit, and well, let's see. The flow seems to be somewhat better already. So yeah, quick remedy on sometimes, you know, unplugging or letting the flow, you know, improve sort of on its own without taking everything down and apart. But it may very well come to that we may have to take this apart, rebuild, you know, one way or another, fix the flow. I mean, this is 220 gallon, 17 fish plus the other ditters and whatnot. How many left? Black was still here. Anyway, so it needs to have a sufficient, you know, water filtration and stuff, and with having some sort of slowdown or whatever my function, luckily we have two, you know, the fault tolerance of redundancy of filtration in multi-units, preventing it from all shutting down and going to hell. This is gonna get, you know, fixed up, whatever, while the other one is pumping well, so it gives us some time to mitigate the issue. So once more, it's not always, you know, fun and glorious. Sometimes there's a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of other things that we have to perform that are just not as interesting. So I'm not gonna bore you with it, but yeah, I did want to give you a heads up. You have to stay on top of it, especially when you have lots of fish to take care of, and things can go wrong. Things can go wrong really quickly. So stay tuned, my friends. All right, my friends, I guess that pretty much concludes the water change once more. Pretty easy, pretty simple, yet it is kind of risky at times, I gotta say. That got me my heart pumping for a minute. Anywho, thank you for coming. For those of you that are new here, my name is Marek. Everybody calls me Bearski, and this is my cave. This is where I, you know, hang out and do whatever that I do. Bottom line is, if you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.